Have you ever noticed this? That two people with similar degree, similar experience, one gets multiple job offers, the other sends hundreds of CVs in application and hears nothing. Today, let's talk about why this happens and what can we do to be in the first group and not in the second group. Hello, everyone. I'm Neetu Choudhary, Premier Business and Leadership Coach, Keynote Speaker, C-Suite Advisor, Executive Speaking Coach, and Business Podcast host based out of Dubai. Over past 25 years, I have worked with ambitious professionals and leaders who are capable of hard work, they have good experience, yet feel stuck in their career growth and job search. In this video, I want to show you why some people keep getting offers while others struggle and what can we do to change starting today to be in the first group where we get a lot of job offers. So let's divide this discussion into five parts. The first and the most important part, and the biggest reason why somebody doesn't get some job offers while the others get, is that it's not about the CV. It's not at all about that. First of all, it's very important thing to understand. It's not always about the talent or the CV. Many qualified people are filtered out before human even sees their profile, especially when their CVs are not ATS friendly and does not match the right word. Your CV may look nice to you, but if system cannot read it, you are invisible. Complex design, missing keywords, spelling mistake, vague bullet points can push you out of the process before even it starts. Some people who get more interview calls as compared to others are often the ones whose CVs are clean, words are rich, they are having the right keywords, and they are ATS friendly, both for computer as well as for human scan. So make sure that your CV is ATS friendly, it is clean, it is easy to understand, not only it looks good. The second reason why some people get a lot of job offers while others still struggle is there is a difference in energy, desperate energy versus confident energy. The second and the most important thing is how confident you look in interview on paper. This is the most important thing. Your energy speaks louder than anything else. Some candidates walk into the process with desperate energy. They apply to everything, follow up often, and they sound like they need any job. So the desperate energy can be sensed by the recruiter feels that, and behavioral research has shown that the hiring manager looks for the confidence, which is more confidence and calm presence, and it is seen as a leadership quality, while the anxiety or the over explaining can work against you. So even if you are capable, you will not be hired if you're looking anxious or you're over explaining something. On the other hand, people who get offers are quietly managing the situation. They speak clearly, they use simple language about who they are and what they do. They hold their ground, listen well, and don't try to oversell. They don't just know what their value is, but they communicate it very effectively. The third and the most important reason why some people get the job offer while the others don't get is, let's be honest, communication is one of the biggest differentiator between who gets selected and who does not. And it's on paper and off paper both. Many capable people fail in interview not because of the poor skills, but because they cannot structure their answer and show impact. Although they have done a lot of work, but they cannot talk about it, they cannot present it. As I always say, your $1 million idea is of no worth if you don't know how to present it, if you don't know how to explain it. So the one who gets the offer do few things differently. Let's discuss that. First and the most important is they speak with purpose, not just answer. And this is so important that I'll repeat it. They speak with purpose, not just answer. They don't ramble. They use simple structure. Let me give you a formula: STAR, STAR. Situation, task, action, result, to tell their clear story. So, what was the situation? What task was at hand? What action they took? And what result they got? STAR, a simple structure to tell any story, especially in the interview. They help to they help to explain hiring manager quickly and make them understand that what was the situation and what deliverables are to be expected. The next one is they communicate value, not just experience. So they are talking about not that I have 10 years of experience, but they are telling what value I bring to the table. So they just don't talk about that I was responsible for so and so role for XYZ or this was my designation. They say I did job X and it resulted into Y. Now here Y could be higher revenue, better efficiency, happier customer, employer consistency. All employers look for this consistent reply, which is more impact, not the activity, because ultimately any business is running for the outcome. And when you explain in this way, you are talking about the outcome, not only the activity. Another reason is that they show confidence in their presence, and this is so important. Like, hardly very few people pay attention to their body language, how they dress up, all these things, their complete executive presence. Eye contact, calm tone, clear speech, steady body language makes a big difference. Even basic public speaking skills translate directly into a strong interview presence, and it's linked to leadership skills. So these are so important things, and most people, most candidates, they don't pay attention to these things. Another reason why some people get selected in interview while others don't get is they read the room. The candidates, those who are high in emotional intelligence, they read the room and they change their communication style. They listen to interviewers, notice reaction, adjust their tone, adjust their answer, adjust their body language, slow down little bit, give more details, and then move on. They don't panic. This emotional intelligence is one of the topmost skills employers are looking currently. And the last one is in communication is, are you a culture fit? That's the most hiring managers are looking for. Hiring is not only about can you do this job, but it's always also about will you fit into the way we work. You may be doing a great work at somewhere else, but will you fit into this culture? So people who gets more offer show more alignment in their language, in their tone, in their behavior, and how they speak about team, conflict, negotiation, difference of opinion, feedback. All these things signal that how you will blend into the company's culture. And these are so important thing because it's not only about how qualified you are or what certifications you have done, but are you able to communicate your ideas effectively? Are you the right fit for that company? Because the entire company is not going to change their culture for one person. So will you be able to fit into that culture? These are so important skills. The next one is skill, style, and LinkedIn. LinkedIn is like the heaven for any professional development and business development when someone talks about it. And most of the candidates, they do not update their LinkedIn. There is so This is such a hard truth that job market changes faster than any professional can update themselves, and employers increasingly hire the candidates, those who are up to date, those who have the right skills which is required, and not just the years of experience. This is one of the biggest mistake people do, is that they talk about that I have 10 years of experience. Yeah, but have you done the same job for next like 10 years, or have you done the different job and you learn different skills in those 10 years? So it's like the 10 years, 1 year 10 times, or you have really lived those 10 years. It's about that. So candidate who invest in learning new tools, new technology, and communication skill, definitely they stay relevant. And those who don't upskill themselves, they don't refresh their story, often feel stuck. So it's a time to self-reflect and find out that which category you fall into. Are you regularly updating yourself, learning new skills, or you are just repeating the same thing what you did 5 years back and not doing something new? Because anytime you will be, if you are in job, anytime you will be like, you may lose it, Or if you're looking for a job, you may not be hired and somebody else will be doing. So let's have an honest conversation with ourselves. And when it comes to LinkedIn, studies have shown that a large share of job opportunities nowadays come through network, referral, and visible activity. And I want to emphasize here about the visible activity. Some candidates give the reason that we don't get hired because we don't have Vasta, we don't have the referral. That's not the entirely truth. That's not the complete truth. If you are visible on LinkedIn, eventually the hiring manager, the company leaders will notice you, and you will get those opportunities. So it's not only about keeping your CV updated there and having the right contact, but be more visible on social media. Many candidates get interview because of their connection and how they engage online. And make sure that you don't get into involved, especially on the LinkedIn, on controversial things, politics and other religious things, because that's a professional platform. So anyone who's hiring you, they are going to check your LinkedIn and see your past 1 year, 2 year, 3 years activity, what all you have done. And if anything which is conflicting the values of that company, definitely you will not be hired in that company. So people who get more often, they optimize their LinkedIn profile clearly, show who they are and what they do, and they post comment, they build relationships. So the first time when they send email, they don't ask for the job or writing messages like hello sir oblique ma'am. They address people by their name, they build that relationship before asking for something. So this is the main differentiator when it comes to using the LinkedIn and social media platform. And the last one is presence and presentation. How you present yourself is so important. And this is like, I cannot say more than enough about this thing, that this is so important. You may be expert in your field, but if you don't know how to communicate, if you don't know how to present yourself, if you're not dressing up properly, if you don't know how to carry yourself, you will not be hired. Because when you are hired, you are the one who's going to represent your company. So you need to be the face of the company. You need to know how to carry yourself, and dressing one level above the role which you are applying for, coming prepared with questions, showing respect for time, being on time, processing all the feed in that discussions. And research on hiring has shown consistently that professionalism, polish, and communication are among the top three factors which hiring managers consider. So, some people lose job opportunities because they appear unprepared, they arrive late, even though they have the right skill. Their dressing, their body language, their online presence does not match the role they are applying for. And I'll repeat this because it is so important. Their dressing, their body language, their online presence. And when I'm saying online presence, not only LinkedIn, but all social media platforms, it does not align with the role which they are applying for. So the one who gets the offer letter treat every interaction, online, offline, on paper, with very caution, and consciously they treat that interaction. So make sure that your online presence and offline presence is aligned with the role which you are applying for. So why do some people get many of job offers while others don't get it? It's not just about the competency, there is a lot going on with that. So if you're struggling to find the right role, this is the high time that you do a self reflection. And it's how clearly they communicate, how confidently they show up, how strategically they network, and how will they present their values on paper and in person. This is so important. And if you know that you are capable but the results are not reflecting it, it's a signal that you work on your CV, you work on your communication, and you work on your presence and your network. And if you need any help to position yourself powerfully for your next role, whether you're looking for a job or looking for a next promotion, on paper, on LinkedIn, or interview, reach out to me, because you might have everything what it takes to be there, to be in that role, or to get that promotion. And now it's high time that you do the right things and fix those small things in the puzzle to get what you deserve. Thank you so much for joining today. And I wish that you get all new good opportunities and all your dreams come true. Thank you.